Hello. So, me and Chick both work at the same theme park. We both worked in foods for a little bit of our time there, but now I'm in the water park and I'm in grounds, and we just want to share with you what we dislike about our jobs
at Chickland.
Yeah, because working at a theme park is not as fun as it seems.
So, I'm going to talk about whenever I worked in foods. I didn't really like anything about it. I'm going to be completely honest.
Pretty much sucked.
Working in the kitchen wasn't too bad, but being a cashier, it was awful. Okay, whenever people go up to your window and they make a face like this, staring at
Just
the menu
like
for like 30 minutes, okay? And then they come to your window and then they ask you every single possible question about your product. That's annoying. When they should be, like, were they not reading? Like, what the heck?
Like, what comes with your pizza? Does fries come with your pizza?
What's a pizza?
No, that's just what the sign says.
I mean, like, are you kidding me? Okay, this next one is, it was my second day ever working as a cashier, ever, and, like, I just sucked, and they put me at this restaurant I never worked at before, and I was freaking out, and these people were talking about me, and at my window when I was, like, standing right there, or within earshot. I just thought that was the rudest thing, and they were talking about how I was new and everything, and it just made me really uncomfortable.
People who come to theme parks are not happy ever. They're always rude. Even if you're at Disney World, the happiest place on earth, it's not happy.
So, you come to my window and you give me $5 for something that costs $3.29 or something. I don't know. And then I ring you up, and then my computer tells me the exact change that I need to give you back. And then all of a sudden, here you go whipping out the change that you owed me, and then I have to do on-the-spot math, and it's really stressful, and I hate it when people do that to me.
So, as a slide attendant, which means I stand at the top of the slides and I push you down the slides, so you don't have to do
Not
it
to
yourself.
be confused with a lifeguard.
Yeah, I don't save your life. But anyways, I get a lot of people who don't want to go backwards, which is fine. But once I put you backwards and you're already halfway down the slide and I can hear you screaming, "Why did she put me backwards? Ah!" Okay, first off, not that scary, shut up. Second off, if you didn't want to go backwards, you should have told me. And if you're a grown man who's like 50 years old, you should not be scared of going down a slide backwards. I'm just saying. So at some of the slides I work at, we have weight restrictions where you can't be more than 600 pounds like your group going down the slide, which, I mean, a group of four, I can see a group of four being over 600, that's like 150 each.
Yeah.
But I had a group of three who was almost 800 pounds, and I told them they would have to break up into 2 and 1, and I'd have to get somebody to ride with that extra rider. And they started laughing, like, "Oh, we're really that fat? That's funny, huh?" That's not funny.
Why would you laugh about
that? A group
that?
of 3 should not be over 700 pounds. That's just disgusting, and you should go on Weight Watchers.
And,
whatever, dumb. Another thing that happens is people think splashing me is fun. So you work at a water park, you're okay with getting wet. No, I'm not. I don't want to get wet. I have things to do after I get off work. I don't want to be splashed. And the thing is, it's mostly not even kids who splash me. It's freaking 20-year-olds, 40-year-olds. Like, "Oh, no, yeah." Like, why is that funny? Splashing me with water. You're so immature. And I don't care if I work in a water park or not. I don't want to get wet because I'm in full clothing and you're not. I'm just saying.
you should say your weight.
One thing that makes me really mad is when people say that I'm too small to do my job. Yes, I am like 5'3" and I weigh like 98 pounds. But they would not put me in my job if I couldn't do it. And actually, I do my job better than some of the guys that I work with. I actually have to help some guys pull people down the slides. I'm like, I can push you just fine. They're like, you're too small, you shouldn't be doing this. And then I get up there and I whip them down that slide without any trouble. They're like, oh, I guess you're better at your job than I
They're
thought.
obviously stupid. Everyone's lighter in water. Obviously, she can push them down.
And if you are too fat for me to push you down, that's actually pretty bad because I can push down 600 pounds. But once it gets over 600, it gets kind of hard. So, just saying, it's not that hard of a job. On the slides, we have height restrictions where you have to be 42 inches to ride. That's just one of them. And I've seriously had this happen. I've had a parent bring their, baby, couldn't even walk, baby, to come ride one of the biggest slides in our park. And it's one of the slides where it's like a funnel and you shoot up the sides, And they got mad at me when I said that their kid cannot ride. And we waited in line for 2 hours for this ride and you're saying he can't ride?
You're an idiot. There's freaking height things all throughout the line.
If you want your kid to fly off and fly out of the friggin' slide and die, cool, go ahead. I don't care about your kid. You should. But, I mean, seriously, and then I'll get some kids who are like this much away from the height and they're tall enough. That's so close, you're telling me I have to go back in line for this much? Yeah, I'm telling you have to go back in line for this much because this much water will be above their head at the end of the slide.
Yeah.
Have fun when your kid dies.
Well, the same thing, I'll be cleaning and you can hear, adults complaining about how their kid isn't tall enough as if I could do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't have magical friggin' Miracle Grow in my pocket to sprinkle on a kid's head. So wait till next year.
Exactly.
So I cannot tell you how many boobs and vaginas and penises I see in a day because people do not wear the right size swimsuit. And the weird thing is it's not they're too small, they're too big. And their boobs are flopping out and when they sit down their junk flies out of their shorts. That's mostly with old men though with their little tiny little swimsuits. It's really gross and I'd rather not see your private area. That's why it's called private. You don't hey look at my boobs guys. No.
Alright, so another annoying thing is we've had a drought for a while now, and yesterday it finally rained, and as workers we're all relieved because on grounds we're outside all day, she's outside all day, so when it rains it feels amazing.
Nice.
Now, get this, we're standing in the rain completely fine, but every single person who's in a swimsuit in the proper clothing to get wet runs under the shelters and starts freaking out.
And I'm sitting there doing a rain dance in my uniform because it is hot. And the thing is, they're like, what's going on? What's going on? Why do we have to go to shelter? Because it's lightning and you're in a water park. That means that the lightning's going to be more attracted to here and you're going to die. But I mean,
I could freaking understand if the tornado was whipping through why people would be freaking out, but I don't know. Whenever I worked in foods, they would hide under our restaurant when they were wearing the swimsuit.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
People are stupid.
Alright, so when you're at a theme park and it's really hot outside, you know what the best drink to drink is?
Hot soda.
Yeah, exactly.
But
water or Gatorade, please.
What I see in everybody's hand, hey, look at me, my Pepsi and my Mountain Dew when it's 107 degrees outside.
No wonder you're passing out. Your body is screaming for water and you're just putting junk into it. I already don't like soda at all, but this is one of my pet peeves. It's so hot outside, how can you even put that stuff in your body?
Yeah, and working in the water park, I deal with a lot of people passing out, and I know how to do CPR and crap, but so when someone passes out, I have to respond to them. And I asked them once they come back, I was like, what have you had to drink today? Oh, a couple Mountain Dews.
Don't they skip breakfast too?
Yeah,
and they wonder why they don't.
Yeah,
why they pass out.
I was like, you're standing in a 3-hour line. I was like, first off, you should have a cup of water with you, not soda, not that little Pepsi in your hand. You deserve passing out in line and falling down a couple stairs. Just saying.
I have never passed out. I stay very hydrated. Don't drink soda at a theme park. Alright, so whenever I clean up in the mornings, you find all kinds of things, really. But my favorite is people leaving their little fast food thingies in a neat little pile right beside the trash can.
Right beside
the trash can or on top. Why can't we throw it in the trash can? Why do we make the effort to set it down neatly but we can't throw it in?
It takes more effort to bend down and set your trash on the ground than to throw it in the hole.
And then diapers, tampons, condoms, all this stuff, why can't we throw it away? Why do we have to leave it on the ground for everyone to see? I don't know. I don't know. Why do we have to leave it for everyone else to see? I don't understand. And then the other day I found 2 whole donuts Why would you waste such precious sweets? Like, I don't understand.
I would have ate those.
I know, I would have too if they were in the parking lot. Stairs or something. You know.
So not everything about working at Chickland is awful. You get paid pretty good, actually.
Very well.
Very well. A lot higher than minimum wage.
And you get to know your coworkers.
So you make good friends.
I like being outside all day, so being on grounds is like perfect for me.
But me in my swimsuit, I get some pretty bad tan lines. But I mean, at least I'm tan, just not on my
Hey,
back.
I don't want to hear it. I got the weird neck tan line going on in my arm.
But yeah, I would just advise you not to work at a theme park.
Not unless you have a lot of patience.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of
With
patience.
stupid people.
And you have to be friendly and smile 24/7.
I don't.
Hey,
really,
bye.
I don't see
Have
them
a
that
great,
much.
have a great day.
See ya.
See ya.
Okay, well, another annoying thing that we forgot to add is whenever people carry around $100 bills and at a theme park and then they pay for little things with a $100 bill. Like, that's the dumbest thing in the world. Like, let's carry all our money in one bill so then if it drops, then it's gone. It's so stupid. And especially if you just open up like your restaurant and they hand you a $100 bill and you have to pay them all in fives because they're stupid. And in case you're wondering what that sound is, someone's listening to how to get six-pack abs.